Loretta Hunt with ShareDog.com. I'm here with my new best friend, I guess, Phil Baroni. Phil Baroni, you've been pretty eloquent and pretty vocal at all these press conferences lately. How do you think today went?
Went pretty good. What do you think? You're the expert.
I think you did pretty good. I was a little scared you were going to call me out, but we did okay, right? You're okay with me now?
I'm cool with you, baby.
You're cool? You're cool? So listen, I got to know, what did Joey Villaseñor do wrong to you? Because you really seem to have a gripe with this dude. Or is it all just an act? What is it, Phil?
It's never an act, you know. If I wanted to be an act, I would have been in the drama club. I wouldn't be fighting in cages around the world. So it's not an act.
So what did he do wrong?
You know, he had a little comment during that presser about East Coast fighters or something like that, and he said something in the interview that I read about us. I mean, you know, there's some real good East Coast fighters. I mean, Matsara was just the UFC champion. Eddie Alvarez is doing well in Japan, and I consider myself a pretty good East Coast fighter. So, you know, I'm gonna make him pay for what he said.
And how are things going for you? You've had some ups and downs in your career.
Yeah.
You know, you've had some great fights as of late as well. How are things going for you professionally, personally? How is Phil Baroni the fighter?
Good. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm ready to go. I'm in great shape. I'm focused. I have no distractions. Everything's great in my life right now, and you're gonna see me at my best. You know, no excuses. You know, I'm gonna come to fight. I'm gonna be all-time best, ready to.
Who's been your main trainer for this? Where have you been training?
I've been training at AKA. You know, I've never lost a fight training out of there. You know, most of my fights in Pride, that's where I train out of, and that's the place for me. You know, I like Vegas. I live there, but it's just hard for me to train for a fight. There's a lot of distractions. I think every fighter, it's good for a lot of fighters to get away from home. That's why boxers have been doing it for years. They get away. So I think for me, AK is the place, and I bonded with the guys and there's great trainers. You know, Javier Mendez, Crazy Bob Hug, those guys. You know, they're hands on, and that's what I need. I've been spoiled, I guess. When I first started fighting, my kickboxing trainer, Keith Trumbull, you know, it was one-on-one. You know, I hit miss with him. I had my workouts with him, and ever since then, that's what I need. I need someone to kind of be on top of me, babysit me, you know. And I have a boxing trainer now, also Gil Martinez, who does that. I need to be babysitted. I need to be kept on the right path, and they do that for me at AK. And everyone there, you know, not everybody's from there. Not everybody lives at AK. I mean, you know, you've been there before. Not everybody lives there, but we come there to train. So when the guys are there and everyone's in town, they're there to train and prepare for a fight and take care of business. And I like that. I mean, really only like 2 or 3 of us live there, and the team is huge, and so it's one of the best fight. I think the best fight team in America. And you know, when we come there, when guys are in town, they're there to fight and take care of the business, and that's what I do when I'm there. Opened up at AK,
yeah.
Hard training, hard sparring. That's one thing. A lot of MMA guys and a lot of gyms get away from is hard sparring in the ring. You know, 2 guys and everything goes, and they believe in that there, and that's what I need to prepare for a fight. I need hard sparring. I need all out fights. You know, with pads on, shin pads and gloves and headgear. You know, a couple of days a week, and AK is a camp that does that. That's what I like there. You know, there's a lot of great gyms and a lot of great different philosophies, but for me, coming up in a wrestling background and a kickboxing background, you know, when you wrestle, you don't just drill, you wrestle hard, you know, and when you spar in boxing, kickboxing, you spar hard. So I like incorporating all together in MMA. That's the best way for me to get ready for fights. Like I said, when I train at that gym under those guys, you know, Javier and Cook and Camarillo, I haven't lost a fight. So, you know, I'm sick of losing fights. I plan on winning this fight, and I'm gonna do what I can. You know, be away from home, make some sacrifices, and it'll be worth it in the end.
Right. If there's one gripe fans have with you throughout your career, it's been they constantly say your conditioning's not up there. Do you think that's something you're finally starting to master, or do you think that's unfair for people to say your cardio isn't up to par?